So here's the key, guys. Here's how I was able to scale so quickly, because I was learning. I was doing so much learning, so much of consuming. I was consuming so much information, so much content from all the experts in the real estate space. How many of you guys can relate to that? Like you've consumed, you've studied all the greats, all the experts, all the gurus out there. That's the place that I was in whenever I was getting started. And I knew I had this dream. I had this vision going into my first year of real estate. And this vision was, what if I could get to $1 million my first year? Because I was listening to all these people who were doing 7 figures in wholesaling. And I heard all these people and I was like, there's nothing different about those guys than there is about me. Like if those guys can do it, I can freaking do it as well. Literally there's nothing different about them. I wasn't hearing any kind of like superhuman abilities. I wasn't hearing anything like drastically different about this person than me. So I was like, if they can do it, why can't I get to $1 million in my first year? And I learned a quote later on, but to be honest, guys, there's nothing different about a multiple 7-figure per year earner than there is about anybody else, other than 3 things. And the 3 things are, they know something that you don't know, they're doing something that you aren't doing, or they believe something that you don't believe yet. Those are the only 3 reasons why somebody achieves results that you aren't yet experiencing in your life. And so I truly believed that if I could gain access to other people, if I could get in proximity with these other people who are already doing 7 figures, that I could be able to reach that goal within my first year. Nobody else believed in me, for a good reason. I made $17,000 the year before. Nobody should have believed in me, but I was in that place where nobody believed that I could do this, but I knew if I could get in proximity that I could do it. So the first thing that I did after I closed those 3 deals is I invested in a $25,000 mastermind. That's the first thing that I did. Invested in a $25,000 mastermind because I knew that people in that mastermind were doing 7 figures already. I knew they were, and I just had to get access to what they were doing. What were they doing? What did they know that I didn't know? What were they doing that I wasn't doing? If I can get access to that, I can do exactly what they're doing. I can experience the same results that they are experiencing in their life. So that was my first investment after I closed those first 3 deals. After that, I took off, literally took off. So after I closed those first 3 deals, this was around May of 2018. By December of 2018, I was in 4 markets, 4 different markets around the state of Texas. I had hired 14 people. I had a team of 14 people, and I was in 4 different markets around the state of Texas, and I was miserable. I was completely miserable. I wanted so badly to scale to 7 figures that I was scaling so aggressively, making all of these moves, trying to go into all these different markets, trying to emulate exactly what they were doing, because if they did that, then I would be able to get the same results. And it ended up being a disaster because I scaled too quickly. I hired too many people, and there wasn't enough strategy for where I was at to get to where I was wanting to go. Because I don't know if you guys have ever been in a mastermind. In a mastermind setting, masterminds are incredible. I love masterminds. They serve a purpose. But in a mastermind setting, masterminds are a conglomerate of information. You come, you see what everybody else is doing in their business, and it's a conglomerate of information, but it's not really like guidance on getting you from point A to point B. It's not really guidance. People aren't really getting to know your business and the intricacies of your business and like what your business needs to go from point A to point B to point C. That's not really what masterminds do, but it really is. There's a lot of good information. It's an information grab is what it is.